Thank you, Kelly. Good to have you with us. Heat Nation, great to have you with us as well. Ben Taylor, Pat Frayer, and Dedrick Taylor are a three-man officiating crew. And in game number 66 of the regular season, off we go, gang, on another Miami Heat NBA adventure. Heat looking for their 37th win of the season. And Bam Adebayo, as he so often has done lately, John. Davion Mitchell, the orchestra leader, the engine that helps the Heat offense. Come back. Mitchell against Carrington. To the paint, good reach in by Sol. Now Bam takes advantage. Euro steps in for the flip. 7 points in a row for Bam Adebayo. Almost 13 points again.
Yeah, 6 pick. Let's see from the draft this past year.
Larson, nice pass for Garden. Gives it back to Bam, and a goaltend on Sarr. So Larson, started by Trey Johnson. Bam again, the step. Trying to slam it. Good defense at the end of it by Sarr. 11-11, our tied score with just under 7 minutes left here in the first quarter. It's a long jump. Missed by Trey Johnson and swept down by Bam Adebayo. Bam, number 8 in the league in rebounding, just under 10 boards a game with his 19 points a game. Leans in on Sarr, draws the foul. If he was qualified, had he played in enough games, he would be tied for second in shot blocking in the NBA. Of course, Victor Wembanyama of the Spurs as his top 2 candidates for Defensive Player of the Year.
I like how he described them too. You know, Wemby being a unicorn in the paint with his ability to block shots. And
so a showcase of the talented 2 bigs in our matchup. Mitchell cross court for the Bam 3. Yes. What a first quarter for Bam Adebayo. So the rookie has 5 points. Miami up by 2. 5.5 left, first quarter. Here comes Bam again against Sarr. He slammed it through. He's got 13 on 6 of 7 shooting. Bam from the corner. You gotta love this.
Mitchell gets inside, kicks it out, swings it over to Adebayo. Right on cue, Drew. 22 first quarter points for Bam Adebayo.
First quarter in the history of the Heat franchise. LeBron James holds that record with a 25-point first quarter. LeBron did it at Cleveland in March of.
And Vucevic trying to slow down the heated Bam Adebayo right now is playing with so much confidence.
Second, yes, and the foul.
Being number 1 in first quarter scoring. I mean, Bam is almost giving it to them on his lonesome.
Right. They're getting 32 a game in the.
Bam with a rebound. The do-it-all 9th-year captain. Again. That time the 3 was short. Jonas runs it down. God bless that man.
That is pain.
There is a place reserved in basketball heaven for a coach that has endured that. Bam. Ooh, popped out. Gardner tipped it in. God bless that man.
That is pain.
There is a place reserved in basketball heaven for a coach that has endured that. Bam. Ooh, popped out. Gardner tipped it in.
The energy. That's what he brings. Both ends. Good timing there on the putback.
A steal by Bam. Drives in and draws the foul. Have the highest scoring quarter in the history of the franchise with one of these 2 free throws. 26 of the Heat's 32. Make it 27. Incredible. Rebound picked off the deck by Larson. You just never know what's in store. Yes, sir! How about some more? A third. Bam again. Vucevic down with a rebound. With 1:25 left in the quarter. Drew Smith with the steal. Bam against Jaden Hardy. Deflected by Champagnie. And the Wizards give it right back. Their 8th turnover. Wizards getting a triple there from Sharif Cooper. So Cooper's come off the bench with some buckets. That's an offensive foul on Bam. He just ran right over Tristan Vucevic. Wizards getting a triple there from Sharif Cooper. So Cooper's come off the bench with some buckets. That's an offensive foul on Bam. He just ran right over Tristan Vucevic. Vucevic with 28 threes on the year. That's Cooper erased by Bam Adebayo. Larson. Yes. A touchdown for Miami. This is his 10th game as a member of the Wizards. Played in 34 this year with Dallas. What's it feel like as a player to have a quarter and a stretch like he's had?
I can't relate to this kind of stretch, but look, completely off balance. Any kind of ball fake is going to get them leaving their feet, getting them off balance. He should be getting to the free throw line. Sarr, with his ability to score the basketball, averaging 17 points a game.
Remember, Sarr had 2 fouls in the first quarter. Keyshawn Johnson, short on the 3. Bam, underneath.
Interestingly enough, his coach is leaving him in with those 3 fouls.
John Bam had a 31-point game early. By the way, Memphis leading Philly early third quarter in Philly, 71-68. Toronto leading at Houston near the end of the first quarter, 22-21. Only a 14-point lead for Miami. I say only because the Heat have felt like a dominant team tonight, and there he is. He's untouchable right now.
This Wizards defense porous out there right now.
John, I referred to it earlier as a very friendly defense. They allow the second most points in the league, giving up 123 points per game with just over 4 minutes left here in the second quarter. Bam. Sarr has 3 fouls. Bam missing on the hook. And the Heat take it right back off the 13th turnover of this half for Washington. Bam! Oh, he came all the way in, but he missed. That's pretty good defense by Sarr.
He still is in terms of his reaction time and his length. He's only 205 pounds, and he puts a little bit more meat on that body, too, with that.
Yeah, it's been an extraordinary first half for Bam Adebayo, the best scoring half in Heat history. Heat ahead by only 12. Bam spinning on Sarr and putting it down. 38 in the first. He's got 4 points in a row, his only 4 points of the game. Wizards are shooting 51%, a little bit better than Miami as Bam got fouled by Gill.
Was prior to the shot, but the Wizards in the penalty, so.
And when you think of the road that Bam has traveled to get to this point in his career, it's really incredible. He came in as a defender.
I know.
This is Davion, under a minute left in the first half. And Bam! Got it! A chance at a three-point play. 42.
Getting to that free throw line consistently.
Hey, if I'm dreaming, do not wake me up. Take it! I think they might have had to replace the roof.
Bam, 3.
Wow.
Ball is tapped to Carrington, who then loses it.
Alex Sarr, who had 23 points in the first half, airballed his first shot of the second half. Bam was 13 of 24 in the first half for the field. He was 5 of 11 from 3.
Some better shooters and some shot creators.
Wizards finally doubled Bam on that last play. Here he comes again. He's a runaway man. 45 points for Bam.
Sarr versus Bam there, so Miami retains possession.
Oh, Myron Gardner almost did a chin up on the rim. The offensive rebound on the forceful flush down for Gardner. 92-73. Yakachonis for Bam. Yes. 48 for Adebayo. Wow. So tantalizingly close to joining the table for 5 at Club 50 for Bam Adebayo with 2 more points.
This last couple games and even tonight having a solid offensive performance. It's a little different tonight without having Trey on the floor for him.
Adebayo inside. And he'll go to the line to try to get 50.
This season hit the ground running in his sophomore year.
From Adebayo. He's at 49. Give him the key to Club 50. He's in the room.
Beautiful.
Trey Johnson shoots the 3 over Bam. Great defense. There he is again. 52 for Bam. And a timeout for Brian Key.
Koulibaly, who was complaining to the officials.
You know, it was again after that loss in Philadelphia. Bam was just so frustrated and so focused on trying to turn this thing around.
Becoming more comfortable as a leader and being vocal. And, just couldn't be happier for him right now.
There he goes again. He's going to go to the free throw line looking for his 54th and 55th points.
Off the dribble. But here's the thing, Ian, and again, I don't say this to be derogatory. I say it because of all the work he put in. That this guy would ever have the chance to score 50 points. He came in as a defense.
Penalty, 6 rebound. He's 17 and 19 from the foul line. Missed that 3. Trey Johnson was 17. Finally up 102 to 79. Bam squeezes it up. He's going to get 2 more free throws. Most points in his career, most field goal attempts in his career, most free throw attempts in a game in his career. And this home crowd, John, the most well-rounded, well-liked, well-respected players in the sport. Jokic's mark. Jokic had a 56-point game this season. Oh, that was for 59, but Fontecchio put it in. Move very close to the Raptors, a virtual tie with them. If they win this game and Toronto loses, and Bam's going to the line again for his 22nd and 23rd free throws of the night.
On a spin, and Bam has the ball in his hand. It's too late to challenge.
He is 19 for 22 at the free throw shot. Hey folks, stay tuned for our fast break segment presented by FPL. At the end of this quarter, the subject, very timely, about Club 50. The Wizards have dropped 12 of their last 13 on the road. It's a rough season when you can't win. Bam! He missed that 3 off the back iron. 109 to 90. A minute 18 left in the third quarter, and a foul taken by Gill. He's 3 away from the record. Free throw attempts, the Heat record is 28. Here he comes. He gets fouled again.
One more spin, big fella.
The entire bench on their feet. The entire crowd on their feet. The foul called here on Bam Adebayo night against the man himself. Bam double. And he throws it away that time. Oh, Drew Smith stole it. There it is. A new Heat record. 62 for Bam Adebayo. 12 minutes left. The Heat trying to seal the deal. Bam's going back to the free throw line. The most points scored by a player in the NBA this year. 64 is a beautiful number for Bam. The most points scored by a player in the NBA this year. 64 is a beautiful number for Bam.
Also the fast break points too, 19 to 5, and he's really taking advantage in transition off miscues and rebounds.
Don't wake any of us up. Koulibaly. Rebound to Bam. Fontecchio rattles it down. His 3rd triple. He has 16. Nice pass. I love that Bam just did that. He didn't get greedy. He threw it to. Here's Bam. Got fouled. It goes. 69 for Bam.
7-0. Yes.
It's the 16th time in NBA history, the 16th time in NBA history, a player has scored 70 points in a game. Keyshawn Johnson with 7 points. Bam with the block.
So the idea is trying to utilize their skills to try to help some of these younger players. As we see Hopkins Jr. knocking down they don't have the gravity of playing in games that matter at times with the way, an all-star game where everyone's trying to do their own thing. And he goes, look, we're trying to focus on just the process of of getting a little bit better every day, but it's a lot easier said than done.
Eric Spoelstra, I think he's showing Bam just great respect to let him play in, to let him add to the legacy of this historic game.
Botching on the floor right now for Miami. There's no Tyler Hero out there. There's no Norman Powell. And the way that Bam has played tonight, he doesn't want to have any kind of momentum shift here and keep Bam in as long as he can. And hopefully he can keep building on the individual points, but it's also about just creating a big enough lead. That's a fatigue shot right there. Of 18 straight minutes here, the whole third quarter and halfway through the fourth.
Bam 72, tied for the 8th highest scoring game in the history of the NBA.
We've had 29 fouls to Miami's 17. Well, the majority of them have been against Bam, obviously. He's taken 35, now 36 free throws.
John, it's tied for the 4th most in NBA history.
I know, it's crazy.
They send 2 defenders at Bam, now 3. And that's a trap. They were defenseless for most of the night. Bam for 3. Fontecchio puts it in. 74 stands as the 4th most points in the history of the NBA by an individual player. Into Bam! Yes! And a foul!
Had the 2nd highest scoring average, points game with 81.
77 points for the captain. That would have given him 80. Drives in. Given him 80. Drives in. That would have given him 80. Drives in. Glued to the game. Many of the folks are standing. The Heat bench on their feet. Everybody knows they've witnessed history. One on the shot clock. He gets fouled again. By the way, this is the 4th highest scoring game of the season for Miami. Bam gets fouled before the shot, but the Wizards are over the limit, so Bam is going to get 2 free throws.
And he did it, Chris. You asked me, was he going to do it? In that third quarter, you asked me, can he get there?
He gets fouled. He's going to go to the line for 2 shots and a chance to move past Kobe Bryant. 82. 83.